Yo, man, right here's state. See, state of North Carolina, Johnson County. There's Bruce Aycock versus Chris Aycock. Boom, district right there. What court we're in? 20 CBD 2256. Filed on 3/45, November the 10th. We actually had the hearing on November the 9th. It says here, order of dismissal of motion to modify filed on the February the 7th, 2022. This matter comes on to be heard on November the 9th, 2022 on the motion of the defendant, Christopher Wayne Aycock, for an order modifying the prior order for permanent custody, and court finds that at the call of the action, defendant Christopher Aycock was present in the corner, okay, and Lisa Parker, she was not, okay, boom, 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 boom. The court, after hearing the evidence, they pretty much, court finds the defendant has failed to prove that since the prior date, you know, saying that, even though I told him that, well, I tried to tell him that, fucking, you know, Jaden wanted to live with us, wanted to live with me, he'd be with his brother and his sister. You know, he wanted to stay here. He told my mom that he wanted to live here. He told Bruce that he wanted to live here. But it was all hearsay. That's what the judge, the lawyer kept objecting, and the judge kept sustaining it, man, saying it was fucking hearsay. So that was how that went, man. So then, okay, what happens? So then, but when I first got in there, though, I wanted to do the 60B, right? And he said I was not going to do the 60B. He did not have it on his docket. He couldn't hear it. I think I said this like that. He couldn't hear it, right? For me to, I didn't get another court date or something for that. He was only there to hear one thing, one motion, and that was the modification motion that I asked for, to modify the sentence. Now, check this out. There's one thing, right? Now, same thing. Well, let me turn my camera here a little bit. There's Wood. Judge Wood. There's North Carolina. Okay, now, boom. Check this out, dog. Order of dismissal of motion to modify filed February the 7th, 2022. That's the same cut. Okay? So remember, I thought I had two. I thought I had this modification hearing, and I thought they were going to hear my 60B, my motion, you know, to vacate the judgment, you know. So I was going to start with the vacate the judgment to start with, you know what I mean? He said, no, you can't do that today. Can't do that today. But look this. So he rules, and the only thing he says differently on this one, oh, they made me mad. I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't going to lie to you. They made me mad. And I said, hold on. Where we at, dog? There you go. Failed to prove that since the entry of the prior order in this matter that, okay, has been a welfare adventure, boom, 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 boom. That ain't what I'm looking for. Oh, yeah, probably have a bump tonight. I said it's irrelevant because they wanted to try to bring up my drugs, and I said that's irrelevant. It's really fucking irrelevant. You know, whether I do any kind of drug or not. You know, some drugs, man, shooting up, man, needles ain't no good, man. Smoking shit ain't no good, man. That's what the documentaries are about, dude. Really and truly, it ain't about nobody puffing weed, really, or doing a little toot here and there. You know what I mean? It really ain't. You know, it's that needle and that smoking, man. You know what I'm saying? Like crack and you know, whatever. You know, even meth. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking toot meth. You know, I toot a little bit and I eat it. You know what I'm saying? I eat a little bit. I don't give a fuck what nobody knows now because I'm going to tell it. I don't give a fuck because I don't do it much. But if I feel like doing something, I'm going to do it if it doesn't affect my child. If my child ain't around, or my child ain't with me, or if I'm out with some friends, or hell, if I'm just around the house smoking the weed out in the backyard or something, everybody does that. It doesn't make me a bad parent. It doesn't make me neglect my child. It doesn't make me my child dependent. It doesn't make me abuse my child in any way, sexually, mentally, or physically. You know? So that's what I'm saying. It was irrelevant. And then the judge says, yes, it is. No, it's not irrelevant. It's very relevant. If you're going to, and I said, man, man, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. If I want to go home and do a bump right now, I will. It ain't got nothing to do with this. And the way I take care of my kid. And, you know, they were acting like, oh, he's going to go home at 9 and 7 go home and do a bump. You know what I mean? I said, I could. If I want, it's irrelevant. So that's what that is, man. But you can see that he ruled on this motion. Like, it's almost like the same thing. But I thought he was supposed to rule on the 60B. He what's the word I'm looking for? He dismissed it. And he dismissed the other. Now check this out. This is Wales. Judge Wales, Judge Mary H. Wales, dismissal, where we at? Dismissal of motion of defendant Christopher Wayne Aycock. Motion under Rule 60B. Okay? Now they're trying to say on the 60B that I'm only trying to get, let's see what's the motion alleged. Yeah, temporary order for custody of Jim Love Jr. should be set aside or dismissed. And he said he ruled and entered in this matter, and that Judge J. Franklin Wood entered an order dismissing the motion of defendant for a modification of the prior order. It was not a modification of the prior order. It was a vacation of the prior order. It was to vacate the prior order, not to modify the prior order. The modification came here when in the form of I haven't done anything. I mean, Jaden want to stay with me, you know, stuff like that. Him telling me that the situation I have here with him, that it had gotten better, and you know, and she'll never took him to start with. But I mean, you know, we got a good situation for him here, and he wants to be here. That was my whole point. He's been wanting to be here. It's crazy, dude. Bruce is crazy, but we all know what it is. But yeah. But see, it was not a motion. It was not a motion. Defendant for a motion of a prior order. Enter an order dismissing the motion of defendant for a modification of a prior. See, man, that ain't right. It was a 60B. She's supposed to be ruling on a 60B. And the prior order that dismissed was a 60B, but it wasn't dismissed. See what they're doing? You show me 60B on that paper. Show me 60B on the two rulings that came down on November the 12th. You won't find them, dog. But yet they're saying that they ruled on my 60B. That's why she didn't rule on it. That's why she dismissed it. Because it had already been dismissed by a prior judge of a prior order. The temporary order of Judge Love is mute. I did not just ask about temporary order. I told about everything. I wanted him to be found not guilty. Found guilty for saying it was that I was fit. But giving the kid, man, this ain't what I put in there, man. This is not right. This is not right. Yes, the permanent order, it started the ex parte order. But how is that moot? How is the ex parte order, the temporary ex parte order moot? When it's never been, man, they never let me talk. Man, they've never heard me, dude. They have never heard me. I will say this, man. Wells, let me talk, man. She let me talk, man. It was actually Judge Wells, not Judge Lee. I think I said Judge Lee last night. She let me talk. Thank goodness. So it's gonna all set itself up, man. I've got to go file this thing Monday. I got court Monday, and everything's gonna be all right, man. Eventually. So yeah, that's where I'm at, man. And anybody out there that knows anything about this stuff that can help me, man, I'm telling you right now, man, you got to, I mean, I don't see how they get some money to get here, man, because they got to pay me for these 2 years, 2.5 years now, 2 years, 3 months, whatever, that I've been like, man, I'm crazy, man. I'm about going crazy, dude. Let me get up off here, man. Peace.